Hi, welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 109 of our knitting, crafting, crocheting, sewing, whatever we're doing at the time.
Yep.
Still forgot my diamond painting. And I've made more progress on it. We are located in Bradley, Illinois, which is 60 miles south of Chicago. You can find us on Ravelry, Instagram, Facebook, and also I'm tongue-tied today, on Etsy.
I'll give you a break.
Knit for Brains Designs.
You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher, Lupy Stitcher. And you can find my designs and Ravel under. You're contagious. Shoot, this should be fun.
Oh yes, and it's starting already.
As Loopy Stitcher Designs. We ready for this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
My head was hurting, but now the blinding lights
I'm sure
are like killing my eyes.
Not gonna help.
Well, our weather.
Typical Midwest weather.
Yeah, it was like 54 today.
Yeah, I'm confused. I can't
Well,
keep grabbing my winter coat, and I'm like, I don't need this thing.
So are my sinuses. Which I'm suspecting is probably why I've had a headache for 2 days now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just craziness. And I want to say the last time I looked, like all this next week is going to be pretty much up in the 50s.
Yeah, really nice.
And then the following week we'll probably have like a blizzard. Because that's the way we roll here in Illinois.
Right.
All right, so that's the weather update for you. Wasn't really worth anything with the warm weather anyway, since it was raining.
Yeah. It's a slushy, dark, yucky mess out there right now.
Yeah. So, okay, we do actually have a shop update.
She's got a pile.
Oh, well, and this wasn't even half of it because I did the club bags for Ancestral and got those sent out already.
Mm-hmm.
I have club bags actually sitting up there that are half done for another collab I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then this stack.
Right, that's quite a bit.
So, yeah, I was busy. Oh, my goodness. It's a good size stack, guys.
Okay, before you get started, my husband's had the audacity the other day to ask me if I had enough bags. I said, what's your point? My best yarn buddy owns a bag shop.
Exactly. Well, and you still have more skeins of yarn than you have bags.
Yeah, so there's a place for them to go.
Exactly.
I was like, what are you doing?
Men.
Sorry, it came out of, when you showed your bags, I was like,
All right, we're going to start with the sock size bags first. This is a quilted, cabled knitting fabric. The top of it is what's on the inside. As always, in case you're new here, they do have a box bottom. Perfect for socks, mitts, hats, small projects.
with that quilted, it's really sitting up on its own.
Yeah, and I didn't even interface it because both the fabrics are quilted. The inner fabric is quilted as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was like, yeah, that does not need any interface. So there's 2 of these in the sock size. And I have this fun, I've been calling this my Japanese.
Yeah, it does. It has an oriental type flavor to it.
It's really different. And this, I have this in like 2 varieties, which you'll see a little bit later here as we get to the other ones. So this is the sock size. On the inside is like a, I don't know, it looks gold to me. Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought you might have said mustard, but because I can't tell the difference between the 2.
I would, with that fabric, it's really showing gold. Yeah.
So I've got 2 of those. This next one I have because I had to order the fabric. This was actually a Yeah, I forgot about that too. I did 2 bags for custom order as well. And this was the fabric that the lady had wanted specifically for gifts that she was giving. So it has the hearts on the outside. And then on the inside, it has all different little smiley faces.
Almost like emojis, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Well, it's somebody, I believe, that, I forgot, I don't know if they're texting or FaceTime or something, and they send each other hearts and emojis and different things. Fitting. So if it's for their friendship.
Yeah.
So I got 3 of the sock bags in that. That's it for sock bags. Now we're going to move on to medium bags.
This one makes me hungry.
I knew she was going to say that when you said it.
I'm like,
okay, she's looking at the ice cream cones, guys. And then on the inside of this one is like a tan beige.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're doing good with your colors.
It's like a little...
For those of you who are newer, she is slightly colorblind, yes. So she does pretty good, considering she matches these up.
Sometimes I have to ask for if he's shopping with me, I will be like, does this match? And I have occasionally like stopped somebody that was shopping and asked them if I'm like really, like if I know if it's a color that I don't do well with, I'm not afraid to ask for help. So I've got 3 of the medium ones, and those do come with needle keepers. And then in the Japanese fabric, I've got 2 medium zippered, has the gold inside. And if you notice, that background has like some navy blue and stuff. And the reason why I point that out is because I have it in black as well.
Cool.
This also has the gold inside as well. Mm-hmm. I have 2 of each of those. Okay, now, these are a little bit different. So if you typically purchase my medium bags, you're going to want to listen to this. And it will also be in the description. I have 2 of the quilted ones. Due to the fact that the fabric is quilted and is thicker, there is not a one of my normal handles on the zipper. Mm-hmm. It is a ribbon zipper pull. And there is no needle keeper with these. Just because it'd be too thick to fold over and put the stamps through it.
Gotcha.
So that is the medium size. And as Karen says, these really stand up well on their own. And let me roll, since we're to the bigger bag now, I can really roll this down so you can see. Oh,
you couldn't tell before. That's like sparkly gold. It almost looks like...
Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, this is one. I need you people to buy these because otherwise I'm snagging a sock bag. It was all I could do not to put one in my closet. But I'm loving this fabric. And it is so nice and thick and sturdy and loving it. Okay, these are also a little different. And different sizing as well. Like the threads everywhere. So this is a smaller one, and it has a heart and a little yarn ball and knitting needles. On the inside, is the blue fabric with white polka dots. The black is a canvas. It does have a box bottom, and when you're out to eat, Karen, when you fold this over, everyone can still see you're pretty. Did I think that one out?
Yeah, you planned that well.
So if you're wondering why that is not, why it's lower, that would be why I have it a little bit lower. Because I tend to, when I go out to eat, to fold it down so I can...
Right.
So, that would be like the smaller one. Then I have it... no needle keepers with these. Then I have it in a little bit bigger, so we'll call that the medium. Same thing with, well, this one has a little bit bigger polka dots on the blue fabric, whereas the other one was smaller. And then I have it in a large. My whole craft room is just threads everywhere.
Apparently, yeah.
All right. So this one is definitely a larger one. It is taller. It has a blue vinyl bottom. It has the same design on here. And then the inside...
It's like a rose.
Okay.
Like a coral rose.
She knew I was struggling with this one.
It's not really pink. Yeah.
That's one of my odd ones. So it does have a little box bottom down there. And it's a nice deep...
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that like deep bags, that's for you.
Yep.
So there's that. And then the last one I have is a sweater bag. Really bright, cheerful yellows.
Spring is almost
Spring,
here.
yes. Yep. And, because how could I not? Bam.
Yeah, that perfectly matches too.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
And that is the sweater size. And that one does come with a needle keeper. So there's that. So, again, because we do not do show notes, Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. I just hit my move goal. That's so exciting, guys.
Like sitting down and hitting your workout.
But 20 minutes from now, it's going to tell me that I'm not near my exercise goal. And if you could just take a 26-minute brisk walk. That's what it likes to tell me. Not happening. Okay, so yeah, quite a few.
Mine would tell me if you would just like move a little bit, you'd still be alive.
Well, you set your move goal like at the beginning of the week.
Right.
So you could like set it to like 20 or something. Your exercise goal you can't change. Like that's always, they always expect you to do at least 30 minutes. And here's the issue. So when I work truck at work, I'm lifting stuff off the pallet, putting it onto a cart, then I push the cart, I put it onto the shelf. Well, because so much time is pushing the cart to get where I'm going, even though I'm walking fast,
it doesn't
register that it's...
Because you're not swinging your arms.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, I'll get home from truck, like, I had truck midnight last week. So I worked, like, midnight to... It was supposed to be 6, but we left at 5 because we were tired. And I got home and it was, like, 1 minute of exercise. I'm like, I'm exhausted. 1 minute?
Yeah. That's when you want to put it on your ankle. That's what my niece used to do in terms of like, you know, having to fit your goals. Of course, it has to fit around your ankle, but...
Oh, I could probably get mine around my ankle.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really the steps. It's not necessarily your arms, but because it's on your arm, I mean... That's the same thing like if you're on like a treadmill or a bike or anything. If you're like holding on for dear life, you're not going to get diddly squat.
No. Treadmill I wouldn't typically hold on.
Yeah.
So I would have the swimming arms on that. But a bike, regardless of if you're hanging on or not, I mean, your only other option really is they're still going to be still because you're not going to be going unless you have one of those
unless you have the cross. Yeah.
Which that's just too much work. No. Alrighty.
I know you have finished objects, and I know you have more than I do.
I hate to even ask this because I don't want to get yelled at, but do you have any FOs, Karen?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty then.
Darn it. It may not be as many as you, but I have one.
Well, I might have overachieved this week because okay, here's the thing. I thought you were going to have at least 3. You want to know how I figured this out? Not very well, obviously. Well, I saw you post 2 different pictures of socks that were finished, and I'm like, I don't think she showed either one of those socks, so that makes 2. And then she casted on some fingerless mitts. Oh, I'll bet you she really tried to rip through those. That's going to be 3. So I told Brett you were going to have 3 of those. I'm like, I've got to beat 3. Even my sister goes, do some scrubbies.
The city rollers I had finished. All I had to do was the ends the last time.
See, I couldn't
Maybe
remember.
I should. Next time I'll bring it back, and
See,
then
if I
I can
notice, I
claim it
probably
as a
will.
finished object.
Well, you know,
But yeah, I did post them.
when we're in it,
It was-
half the time, like once we're done, we're like,
Yeah.
what did we say?
Right.
Like you're just kind of in the moment, and
Yeah.
plus we're getting.
I
old.
actually
Our
had to
memories
look
aren't
at
that
our
good
last
anyways.
podcast before I came over to figure out which pair of socks I hadn't finished.
Well,
I
that's
couldn't
dedication.
remember. I couldn't remember. So I'm like, I just
See, you should have
flipped
just
through.
brought them both. I would have been like, look at that, she's got two.
And the viewers would have supported me.
Oh, they would have,
I
too.
completely missed that train.
Yeah, they would have. Yep. They're on to my little games. Okay. Would you like to share with us?
Sure. I also went on because I had to remember because you had put what yarn this was.
Oh, yeah.
Mustache,
Yep.
right?
Yep, from the
And
Advent.
Merry Little Hobbit Christmas or Merry
Yes.
Hobbit Christmas or something like that from a couple of Christmases ago. And really it was just pretty much like both of them had to finish off the ribbing and bind off and then tuck in all the ends.
Did we get, did I get us mustache this year? Or did
Not
I
that you
miss it?
shared with me. Did you not get it?
I don't know. Folks, did I get it this year? You probably. Okay, we're going to have to go through my self-striping. Maybe we didn't knit any of that. I know we did Cozy Knitters because I gave you that.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine. Maybe I missed it. No, I thought I would. It might be down there.
Because you finished the Cozy Knitter, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
I passed it on to
Because
you.
you passed it on to me, yep. But yeah, you'll be impressed with how much I did on my next pair of socks, but yeah.
I'm going to burn my tongue.
It's it's not dishcloth, folks.
Oh, goodness. Nope. She had an FO, guys.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to say that I don't have nipples. I tell you what.
I'm trying to help you out. I thought you were going to have 3.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll start with socks.
I would have at least had 2. 3 had I brought the other.
I'm not even going to show you the label because she doesn't die anymore. It was Whips on Sticks. It was a sock set. This was the mini that came with it that I did not use. It's called Beach Party Sock Set. The yarn looks something like this. Really bright. And I finished Wendy's next pair of big-footed socks. Yes, I said it, folks. I still don't have my other sock blockers. They're going to be on their way. Because they're sagging and bagging on here. But they're nice, bright, and pretty. I'm trying to do like a variety of different colors for her. Like I'm doing some sparkles, some plain, some brights, some more muted. So it's like a, when she opens the box, it'll be
It'd be a
interesting.
kaleidoscope of color.
Yeah. So there's that. So that'll be added to the box, which I don't know. Was this 3 or 4?
I think that's 4.
Okay, Karen says 4. And I trust her more than my memory. Not all there. Especially when I've been having headaches. And that's always the time when somebody texts me something and asks me a question, and I'm like,
Let me think about that.
don't make me think when my head hurts. It's not probably going to happen. All right. So that was number 1. Number 2. Okay. This yarn was Sweet Tea Yarns. It was from her Advent. It was the full skein Christmas morning. And I showed the start of these last time. I really need to get the mini boxes out of the closet to shove some stuff in. And they were the Fingerless Mitts, the Point Edwards mitts that I've been knitting. They have been gifted already, so there they are, finished.
But you had showed those last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can delete that out of my thing because my phone is always full. That's what happens when you have grandbabies. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3. This is a new cast on that I already finished. The yarn is Crystal Skies hand dyed. And it's called Witch's Brew. Doo-doo. Just tuck that behind me.
And I drew that not too long ago, too.
I know, right? It's another pair of mitts. It is the same pattern, but this person does not want them long and folded over. So I just shortened the tops of them for her. And this is her second pair I've knit up. So Laura, I will put these in your pile of stuff I need to send you. And yes, I knit them for a knitter. It happens. I think I'm done with those mitts, at least for a month or two. And then I might do some more just to stick into the gift bin. But for now, I think I'm done. My little bitty one, because my sister said I needed to. I did one more scrubby.
Because she was all worried I'd have more.
Because I couldn't ever beat me, guys. So that puts me up to...
I'm just going to start making small things and just like hold them and like have a whole bunch of objects at once. There you go.
Okay, well, you know, I do have vacation coming up in May, and I tend not to knit quite as much on my vacation, although it could bite you in the butt because we're driving. So I will have like those 24 hours of knitting. So it's hard to say. It depends on what I bring with me. But yeah, you have a fighting chance then. So yeah, I'm up to 5 scrubbies. And I still have some left. So, yeah. These I'm just working on. I'm going to end up doing as however many I can out of there. And then I'll stack them and tie them with a little bow. And they'll go to Alisha. Oops, wrong side. So that's pretty much a whip still. Alrighty, in my sparkly Dr. Pepper bag. So what am I at? This is number 1, 2, 3, should be 4, 5? I think. I don't know.
Who's counting?
I lost track, so. Alright, Arkansas Yarn Co. This one, why can't I remember what this one is?
I'm impressed because she was frustrated with this last week.
Uncle Sam. Well, because I had ripped the whole entire thing out, remember? And restarted it. Oops.
Right.
Arkansas Yarn Co.
And then you lost your spot last Sunday.
And I looked at her, I went,
there was a complete, like, a whole panic across her face.
And then I went,
I'm
okay, I'm going with
it out again.
So I'm going with it.
Going with it.
And I ended up, I did pick the right row, so that was good. This one was Sad Gnome. Yeah, there's a needle pile. Oh, pattern. Casapinka.
Oh, I guess that's mine now.
Guess it's yours. Because it didn't quite make it to the garbage can, folks. Okay, and I even left the stitch mark in it, even through blocking. So I'd ripped it all out, and I had from this tip to there done. That was it. So since the podcast, I knit all the rest of this. And it's a big gal. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite a bit of knitting.
Yep.
That came out really nice though.
Is that where you got a lost stitch there?
No, it's not.
Or is it just
Up. Yep, get me that, get me the progress keeper off here. Right there. She just found a drop stitch. Shh. I'll fix it.
Maybe if I can.
Do you not know how to work those? Is that one that's not wanting to open very well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Watch this one. There we go. Okay, so you guys want to know how I deal with this, and I'm going to make you cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to make you cringe. So I caught it on my progress keeper, so I don't lose it again. And then once we're done, I'm going to take it down and weave it through the where it dropped from. And then it gets pulled to the back, and then it gets anchored down with yarn. Because it's finished already. So, there's that. So that will get thrown up there so I can fix it. Alright. I want you to brace yourself.
That looks like a really big project there.
Are you going to brace yourself?
Okay.
Okay. My last project.
Is this something you already had on the needles?
We'll see how good she is. I'm not going to...
It's a surprise for all of us, folks.
All right, so the yarn I used is Honeybee Knits, who doesn't die anymore. Woman of Questionable Morals. And Twisted Owl Fiber Studios. Wait, sorry, I got that backwards. This is Honeybee Knits. I knew this one because this one's called Pank.
I don't think they're dying anymore either.
I don't know. So do you recognize this yarn? Do you remember what I knit with this?
Horrible. No.
Think back to 2019.
Holy crap.
Okay, are you ready to be stunned? I can't believe you ain't on to me yet.
No.
And I even gave you a clue when we were just watching their podcast.
You little mom.
Look what I finally pieced together, guys. The Cozy Up M-Cal from 2019. It's an FO! It's finally done.
Good for you.
I thought for sure you'd be like, especially when I
Mine's
gave you the
still
clue
in
of
timeout.
2019.
Yeah, mine's still in timeout.
So this was a major thing off of the pile.
Yeah, I bet.
So now I just need to deal with...
So how long did it take you to mattress stitch that together?
Not long
just-
once I got going, no.
Do you have to just lay it out?
I laid it out on the island.
Mm-hmm.
So it was flat, which that was the worst part of it because then I was bending over to do it. So by the time I did both of them, my back was killing me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was just the whole getting to do it kind of. Yeah. So now I just have to deal with the mess that is my Simple Hug Cardi.
Yeah, that's the other one.
That'll be the next one I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. So, we'll see. So yeah, and I really liked these colors, so I did want it done. I just was dragging my feet, since 2019.
Well, I still have another section.
it happens.
That gave me problems, and I had to completely rip it out. So
I really enjoyed the knit.
section to go.
I enjoyed the actual knit. In fact, remember, I knit extra because I did the triangles for shawls for Peanut.
For Peanut, yeah.
I really enjoyed the actual knit. It was just, don't ask me to seam something together. No. Mm-mm. Now, unless I can stitch it up on my sewing machine. We'll go that way with that. So that's it. That's all my FOs. I didn't even need that scrubby, Linda.
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
One of these times.
Let's see what else we got. Ravelry group. Mid-along is going on now until March 31st. We don't care what type of mitts. Fingerless, regular mitts, gloves, dog mitts, baby mitts.
Mm-hmm.
Just pop in a pair of mitts, folks.
Yep.
Doesn't matter to us. That ends March 31st.
Oops, sorry.
Kicking stuff?
Yeah, and I moved the camera.
Okay.
Sorry, my knee was scrunched up.
Let's run through coupon codes really quick, and then we will move on to whips, which I don't have many, so. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. If you use code KFB15, you'll receive 15% off her hand-dyed yarns and patterns. Her Christmas in July advent calendar is still up. It's very limited quantity. She has 1 20-gram fingering, 2 10-gram fingerings, 1 20-gram DK, and 4 10-gram DKs. And that's it. She's sold out. You can use the coupon code for her advent calendars. So hop on over there. Also, I was talking about doing another collab. If you go to her shop, she has listed the June Mystery Sock Club. And basically what it is you get a skein of yarn and a coordinating mini, and then also a coordinating sock bag that I have made. I will be able to show you the first month next podcast. I should have it actually in my hand. And the one for June is going to be really, really cute. Really cute. So there's that. Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. If you use discount 100 and you spend $100, you get 10% off.
Sorry. It's the weather, folks. I am not sick at all.
No. Amanda Ray Cole on Ravelry. If you use code KFB19, you get 20% off. And then our newcomer, Naughty Knitting Sacks, Katie. She is on Etsy. If you use code DirtyBrain15, you get 15% off. That just makes me chuckle. All right, so that's it for coupon codes. If anybody out there has a shop or is a designer, whatnot, if you want to offer a coupon code, just let us know. You can get hold of us on Instagram. Whips.
I have a hoe.
Oh, a hoe.
Well, it's almost a finished object, but it's not.
Well, you know me, I'll count it as one.
Because they don't match.
Oh, well, it happens. I don't think I can get my tea without the yarn falling.
So, you guys saw this last week. I don't know how to pronounce this. The Friolero pattern. I got it on Ravelry. It is a free pattern. It doesn't say who this is really by. So here's the pattern for the mitts. So last time we kind of discussed, or we did discuss, how
they were too short.
Short and fat they are. So I redid it, went up a needle size. So I have a finished pair.
They just don't.
They
cannot be worn by the same person. Okay, that looks child size and adult. You could do like mommy and me.
Right? So this one actually...
Wrong
hand.
Yeah, that's much better.
And this one, really, I can get... Well, it's the same hand.
That's fine.
I can get it to fit, which is funny, but it's like, it doesn't go all the way down. This one I made sure when I was doing it, it was actually all the way down in this section here, the all of my hand. So, yeah. Going up a needle size definitely made a difference, and I ended up adding on to the pattern, and then I got to the point where I'm like, it's going to be too long now, so I modified the decreases. I just hope I remember what I did on this one. Because now I'm going to, I still have quite a bit of yarn left. And again, this was, I haven't, of course, she doesn't die anymore. Whips and Sticks, this was part of an advent that, so I still have that much left. So I'm planning on just going ahead and knitting off of this, and then whatever else I need, I'm going to deconstruct the child size. So I have a finished pair. It's just kind of finished. Two finished left hands.
I'll give you that as a faux.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. I mean, technically, you got 2 gloves. It's a faux.
It's a pair.
So you'll get double duty.
hands.
You'll get double duty out of these. You can count this as a faux now, and you can count it as a faux later. I'll help you. I'll help you out. I gotcha.
Okay. And it's finger awake, so I'm holding it double. So yeah.
See, look at you go. Now you was up to 2 faux.
Working a sweat here. Okay, am I still going? Because I don't know what you got for...
Whips, I've got 3.
I have a couple more than you.
No, I told you I didn't
One
have
more
much.
than you. Okay.
All right, well, you start, and then we'll go back and forth.
So, I got them on the... They're like connected by the
Yeah, it's
cable.
fine.
Like,
As long as they can see one at least. That's such pretty yarn.
yeah. So I started another pair of socks.
I know who it is if you don't have your ball band.
I have it. Thank you very much.
Just trying to be there for you.
This is the Rose City Rollers. It's another free pattern on Ravelry. This beautiful yarn by Night Owl Fibers. And looky there.
Ball band. Well, it's more of a card.
Yep. This is called Love You More, and it's 75/25. So it's very soft. I really like this base. It's on an Italian, her Italian owl sock now. Huh. So I really love the color. So as soon as I finished that other pair, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna actually get that skeined up and start another pair.
All right. All right, I'll take a turn. My little candy bag. Oh, okay. Another pair of socks. Okay, I do not have the ball band for this because I purchased it D-Stash without a ball band. I showed it last time, so it was that really nice bright.
Yeah, that fun.
So I started Wendy another pair of socks. Yeah. I haven't made it very far on them.
Those are adorable.
And when I took out my crocheted blanket, I found one of my Gilmore Girls. I think it came from the Gilmore Girls thing. It's the Danish. So I decided to use that. Although I need to switch it over to, I'm not a big fan of lobster claw clasp. They're hard for me to do with my nails.
Yeah.
So I prefer the lever back ones. So I'm just going to switch it over to lever back. I have some, so. But yeah, I think she's going to like these.
Yeah, she's going to really like these.
She was with me on a truck, but she did not see them because we didn't have the guy with us. So I basically stood there and knit as she pulled the pallets past and just signed my name off for, on the paper. Number 3, da-da-da, went past. So she was busy. She had to pull pallets. Why I stood and knit. So she didn't get to eyeball these that time. Well, somebody's got to do the work.
So that's a full skein, isn't it?
Yes.
I called dibs on leftovers.
Oh, somebody beat you already.
Darn it.
Let me see. Laura got you on that one.
Darn.
I Laura,
I know Meganna
Laura
would love
and Dawn.
those.
So I'm using my Addy Rockets still, which, yeah, really enjoying them. Yeah, if you have pain in your hand, I do recommend trying those because I'm really been enjoying them. So,
Very nice.
your turn.
Okay. Next one you guys are going to see for a long time.
Oh, she's forewarning y'all.
Yeah, well.
Oh, yeah.
The V-back tee in DK. This is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. And again, this yarn is using my advent calendars held double. And then the base that I'm using is by Cherry Pie. And it's also from one of her from her Halloween advent calendar last year called Skellington. So, let's see. Where's the...
We go through this each and every
Let's
time.
find the marker.
I thought for a second,
It's
like
just
you
I don't
had it
have-
right away.
I don't have long enough. Once I get to the point where I'm... Yeah. So, where the marker was is where... So I did about 10 rows.
Yeah.
Which there's a lot of freaking stitches
On there, yeah.
Right
It takes
now.
longer to go around.
Yeah, over 400 stitches on here right now. So once I split for sleeves, it'll be much better.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like the way that's showing.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll go to Peanut's sweater next. So I didn't make as much progress on this as I thought because my needles that were supposed to come the day after podcast took a whole nother week. So I didn't switch over to the square needles yet, so that means I still did not work much on it. I now have the square needles, so I will be switching over. This is just a flax light that I'm using the leftovers of the Arkansas Yarn Co. advent calendar from a couple years ago that I had knit my friend a potluck pullover out of. I decided to do Peanut. I just got things going on everywhere here. Wow, okay. I decided to make her another scrappy sweater. And this one's a lot different, like, colors than the last one I did for her, so it'll be a nice little change for her. So, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully this week I'll get it transferred over to the squared needles. And then I can zip right along on it. It won't be quite as painful on my thumbs. So, because sometimes knitting in the round can not be very fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're up.
Okay. So it looks like I got 2 more.
I got 1 more after.
So this one kind of fought with me this time around. Not for sure why. I think it's because I got out of the habit of actually doing brioche. This is the Grande Double Wrap by Cozy Up. And again, it's a pay-forward pattern. It's a long infinity cowl. I was just working on this, so it's not in the... So like I ended up, I dropped a stitch. So I've probably re-knit from where that marker is twice. Because right before we got here, got to the recording, I got back to where I was before. I'm like, So I really knit.
So basically, you'd almost be done.
Yeah. I mean, because literally, you guys have seen the yarn before, but yeah, it's getting down there. The 2 colorways. The gray is by Why Not Fibers. The colorway is Smoke and Shadows. And the base is called Stardust, which is 438 yards, 70 75-25, and then 5 in Stellina. So that's a sparkle one. And then Sin City doesn't have a colorway. And it was 80-20, and it was actually 450 yards. So I'll end up, the next section will be finished off with this color, and then I'll be done with it. So, almost there.
Almost there.
Almost to the end of the brioche. Which has been fun, but again, can be a little bit challenging when you drop a stitch. But I love the squishy fabric that it makes.
Alrighty. My next one. Which I showed the colors last time I was going to use. So, because you guys laughed at me because I had to contact the dyer to ask the names. Arkansas Yarn Co. Vintage Rose. I think this one was, my makeshift ball bands didn't stay in there good. Knitting Needles. I know this was Miss K's Socks. And I am making, it's a free pattern. Pretty sure I showed you this last time, but maybe somebody didn't watch. This comes in 2 different sizes. I am doing mini. It's called the Mini Magic Spring Shawl. And then there's just, I think the other one's just called Magic Spring Shawl if you want to do the larger one.
Is that pattern free?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them, whether you do the mini or the large, is free.
Okay.
So I started that. This way.
That's pretty.
So yeah, got 2 colors in there so far. Coming right along. And from what I could tell, I'm not one to like really read ahead. In a pattern, I just tend not to do that. But I kind of, when I flip the page, I think that this is pretty much like the set pattern. Like this is what it is.
Yeah, like different sections
Yes.
with the lace and the
Yeah. So it's a nice TV knit.
yeah, mindless knitting.
Yes.
Sometimes you need that.
That's my naughty knitting bag, guys. That's all I got.
Okay, I had one last thing that I picked up again. Still have it in there.
I know what that is.
Yeah. Whoop. So, this is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's called the Neat Ripple Pattern by Lucy of Attic 24. And here is a picture. I saw this, I think, on Instagram on somebody that I was following had posted it, like doing their, scrappy Sunday kind of thing. And let's see, I am holding a sport weight, the Patton's Beehive Baby Sport Weight, and this is just a gray. Baby gray.
Oh.
Baby gray.
Now see that it looks kind of bluish to me.
I don't know that it really.
It resembles your shirt color.
Which I would say this has more of a blue in it. So yeah, that's one of the colors that you struggle with, which is okay.
I was like, it looks blue to me.
I think this is like 100% acrylic. No, 70-30. It's acrylic and nylon, very nice and soft. And then I'm again holding a advent calendar with it, scraps, whatever I got going here. Let's see, I think I need to get a different. So I finished one ball. Well, gosh dog it. I know it's there. All right. There it is. Yeah, I need to get a better... It's black, of all things.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, I never would have found that. You know, we're visually challenged, Karen.
I know.
What is wrong with you?
So I got quite a bit. I mean, considering how wide this is going to be just like a lap blanket for me on my recliner at home. So it's been fun. I really like seeing how the different colors interact with the gray.
It's like a gray blue. Now we're going to get all these comments. Laura, it's not blue. Okay, guys. I took out my crochet blanket too, but me and it had a fight.
And I'm helping her win that fight.
And then it continued to be another fight. And yeah. So you guys might see it next time.
Okay.
Along with, you need to remind me next time to bring in my diamond painting.
Yeah.
Because I actually did like 3 more colors in it. Like, I'm making good progress on it. So, and that's just, I do when I'm waiting for him, when he's like, yeah, let's go get something to eat. And then it's, 5 or 10 minutes before he's actually ready. Mm-hmm. I just really quick do something. It's not like I'm like working a ton on it.
Okay, I have another finished object I want to show off just because it's, I told you guys that my daughter picked up crocheting. It's probably not the best picture, but I had to laugh because she started crocheting, I want to say, at the end of October-ish, beginning of November. Right. And I kept kind of, after Christmas and stuff, and she's been back home, I've been like, how's that blanket going? How's the blanket going? Oh, trying to encourage her to do that. So the other day, she showed me the finished project. It's not a blanket. It's an Afghan. It fits over her full, like, draped over her full-size bed. I'm like, okay.
So here like, you've been thinking she's not doing anything.
Learning a new craft and, like, going all out.
Yeah.
And then I ask her what she's going to make next. And she sent me this video. She's going to make this crocheted bomber blanket. And I'm like, a bomber blanket? Or cardigan. Not a bomber cardigan.
I've seen that.
With the big, like the big
somebody in our group
sleeves.
did one for their kids.
Well, that's what she's doing for her. I'm like, this girl, she just started crocheting. And I'm like, wow.
Jessica? J. Bint.
Yeah.
Jessica. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she posted it in our...
it was adorable. It was for her daughter, right?
Yeah.
That's what she's doing for her.
Well, there you go.
You go, girl. That's why I said that she would love... I could just see her doing it in rainbow colors. My kid. She has her own style.
Do you have any acquisitions?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So,
Laura, we're podcasting.
Okay, I brought this over in a bag because you're not touching it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Which one of my yarn angels has something she's going to be sending here for you.
Okay.
Which will also be in a bag because I cannot be near it.
Okay, so I couldn't really print up the picture, but these are kind of like those, I don't know, Salbu mittens, Scandinavian mittens. The knitting pattern is a paid-for pattern. It's by Scandinavian Knits. You can get it on Ravelry. It's called Julie Knot, which translates to Christmas night in Scandinavian. It's a 3-color...
Okay, hold on here.
I was going to say fold.
Because somebody's going to ask us, what was that?
Yeah.
That's the name of it.
Julenatt.
Because I know I need a visual.
Yeah. And the picture is like the picture does it justice. The charts are not going to do it justice. So I went to Knit Picks and picked up actually,
you went to Nitpicks? Why was I invited?
Online. Yeah. Online. Where's the other? I got 2 things.
You got yourself together now?
Takes a while. It's not like I've done this before.
Oh, gosh.
So this is their palette. It's a fingering weight. It is 100%. The color, let's see, where did it go? 100% Peruvian wool, which
yeah,
we know,
yeah,
you can't touch this. You can't touch that.
No, you can't touch this.
This is...
Hammer time. I'm seeing the pants.
No, along with the bomber jacket.
The minute you said, you said can't touch this, I can just see his legs.
Talk about 80s kids.
Oh, goodness.
We are right there. It's fingering weight. Let's see. This color is really pretty. It's called Marine Heather. It's like an aqua bluish color. And then this color is called Clarity. So those 2 colors together. And then the third color is a gray. Or almost like a, taupey gray kind of. It's gray. Finley Heather. So those 3 colors will be part of it.
Yeah, now I see a little bit of, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. It's been something it's been on my want to do. I like color work, unlike some other people that I know.
I just don't know. I don't really have
Just have no interest.
If I saw a pattern that really grabbed me, then yeah, I would do it. But I've not seen that pattern. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. So I'm going to finish some other things before I get to that, but I wanted to show that along with my plans, because when I got the yarn, I knew what I wanted to do with it.
Which is very unlike us.
Yeah. We're getting closer to that. I mean, a lot of times when we get yarn, we don't just, well, sometimes we do.
I'm going to say, Karen, what are you talking about? Did you just think about what came out your mouth? As I'm sitting here staring at all the single skeins of yarn that don't really, have a purpose yet.
Yeah. So while I was on Nitpicks,
As one does.
yeah, part of the reason why I had gone there was because they had a sale on sweater quantity yarn. So I ended up getting this Swish worsted weight, enough for a sweater for myself. And I think this is all called Deft Heather, and this is superwash, 100% fine superwash. It's very nice and soft. So I'm actually planning on doing the weekender with it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. She's laughing because
Extremely funny.
I will be doing a weekender soon, but not for me. And I will be doing the light version of it and fingering.
Fingering weight.
Somebody's going to owe me big time.
Mm-hmm. But I also like this color enough that if I really don't want to do, I might even do it, be nice and do the sweater for my son that I was thinking, because he will, I don't know, we'll see.
No, you need the weekender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to ask. I thought you cast it on mitts.
I did, and they're in the other room.
Oh.
Because I got the cuff
Mm-hmm.
and went to go, I was all done with the amount I was supposed to knit,
Mm-hmm.
and looked back and I'm like, boy, mine doesn't really look like the picture. I did one of those. Looked at the first part of the actual row, didn't pay attention to all of the directions.
You know.
So
you got to start over again.
I did knit 3, purl 1 all the way around.
Oops.
And I was like, where does that detail come in at? I looked back at the pattern. I'm like, oh, well, if you paid attention. That's where it comes in at the very beginning.
Okay. Well, I guess
The
you'll...
very first setup row.
I guess you might see those next time, folks. And those were what I thought she was going to have done. Oh, I had high hopes, Karen.
I would have probably
so much credit.
done.
Oh, that's great.
It happens, you know. You just get it stuck in your head.
Hey,
you just don't read the whole thing.
I ripped out almost an entire shawl. And what did I do when you said, well, I think that square on your blanket isn't right? And I'm just sitting going like this, ripping it out. And she's like, but wait, we can look at it. She's like, okay.
Going back to my knitting, I'm like, she's obviously at the point where she's going to do what she's going to do. I'm not like, you don't want my opinion. And you're like, it's still wrong. And
I took it back.
I think you need to go another row. And that's what it was, too.
I've got like these piles on my couch right now of yarn.
She has a nest.
Which I might not even deal with. I might take them and just go and grab, because they're just leftovers and minis and stuff. Well, if they're really twisted, I'm not even going to deal with them. I can't.
So that's why the blanket didn't come in today. It's a mess. It's on the couch. We got 2 timeouts in our couch. I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, my cardigan's down below.
Yep.
Any other purchases?
That's it.
Okay. All right.
I know it doesn't look impressive, but when you buy a box, well, the funny part was my husband was in the hospital when I got the box, and I was glad he was, because he didn't get to see it. I brought it right up to my yarn room. He doesn't even know.
See, my husband has the postal app, so he knows everything that's coming, but he never says a word. Okay, so I'm going to start with the thrift section first.
Oh, you got it. It's been a while since you've had a good thrift section.
Oh, this is a good thrift section. What is that? Oh, okay. So I'll start with this first. So I just got done making some cards and telling my husband that I need to go through my stamps and get rid of some, because I didn't realize how out of control it was. Like, I grabbed down one thing and I'm like, oh, okay, well, Then I'm like, what's in that box up there? And then I grabbed that down. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's more stamps in here. And I tend to use like the same ones, but I had to get this set because of this one particular stamp. That's all I needed, was the one stamp. And it says, even the naughty deserve something nice. I had to have it. So, yeah.
Sounds like that's a personal statement.
And then I got this book just because, well, it was a quarter. And I didn't want to stand there and look through it in the store because it was like almost closing. And it is Fast, Fun, Easy Fabric Bowls. 5 reversible shapes to use and display. And I just thought that was kind of interesting. So whether or not I actually make said fabric bowls, time will tell. But rather than standing there seeing, you know, because like a lot of times the books that you get, and it's this way with sewing or knitting or crocheting, you're like, oh, that's really cute. And then you open it up and you go, okay, yeah, where do I buy that at? Yeah, that's not available anymore. You know, that kind of thing. So a lot of times I will kind of like, if I have time, just go through and see if it's like stuff that's, you can even
like
get.
It's not part of the kit or specifically
right. Like
or something they make anymore.
Exactly. Like there's been books like, I'm like, oh, this is really cute. And then you look at this yarn and you're like, what? I've never even heard of anything like that. And yeah, but like I said, they were closing. It wasn't much, so I was just like, whatever. Okay, now here comes the good ones. You ready for it? Sure. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, we'll start here first. So, it's a bag. In said bag, are you ready for this? Okay, this bag was $3.99. There's a knitting pattern This is Face Your Fears Hat and Mitts. Mitts. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, along with the pattern, is Twisted Owl.
Ooh.
With a cherry on top.
Wow.
And that is what was used
on the
in
one
that picture.
That's pretty.
$3.99.
Holy cow.
Okay.
That looks like pristine. Like,
she's like, I gotta look at this.
ooh.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
That's, yeah. You.
Okay, so that was number one. And then there was another bag. Also $3.99. With a pattern. For first of many. And it's a hat, some fingerless mitts, and then some other we call them mitts. I don't know what are they. Yes, they're just kind of strange looking. And this particular yarn used in the picture is Neighborhood Fiber Co. On their Luxury Sport Berkeley Flats, and that's the pattern. And then in the bag is the Neighborhood Fiber Co. on the Sport Berkeley Flats.
Pretty.
The exact yarn that is in the picture.
You've had that yarn before too, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, this lady got the pattern and the exact yarn.
Wow.
And then donated it to Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
For me to find. And I've been itching because I'm like, oh, mitts. So these are probably these two are going to be cracked open really soon. I had to keep them hidden in the bag because I didn't want you to see them ahead of time. Just surprise you. There's something. Oh, that's what else was in there. There was a enamel pin in here too. Loops Club. So it was a club. Wow. And she obviously just, I guess, didn't like it. I don't know. I'm fine with that. I mean, all bagged up and ready for me to go. Yeah. I mean, had she left some needles in there and...
Right.
But yeah, quite exciting.
That's quite the find.
Quite the find. So you never know what you'll find. Okay, so that was thrifting. Next. I'm running out of room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Next we'll move here. No. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll go this way first. Things happen, folks, okay? Okay, I have to go here first because I was so stinking excited to get this. Forbidden Fiber Co.
Oh.
Okay, guys.
I haven't seen this, but I was the one that I tagged her, and I was like...
I was tagged by like 6 different people.
I think I was one
and you know what? You guys can do that. If you see something that's going to interest me, that's Gilmore Girls or something related that I like, strawberry shortcake, whatever, yeah, tag me. I don't care. So, I was tagged, but she had tagged me first, and I was tagged by like 6 other people. I had kind of gotten away from doing like the mysteries and the clubs and the boxes, and because I had some disappointments.
Mm-hmm.
I was not disappointed in this. Oh my flippin'! Oh
yeah, I've had their Christmas one.
So this is the Gilmore Girls knit box. Okay, just the packaging. So you open it up, and this is what you see. I mean, down to coffee rings on the box. How adorable is that, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you don't understand if you don't watch Gilmore Girls. Sorry.
I've never seen it either, folks. So you're not the only
I kind of ripped it, but a little coffee mug. And it's so nicely packaged and okay. And then there's a little thing on here, you know, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. Tells you about the pattern included. And then it takes you through every little thing that's in the box. And I was kind of looking at this going, all the stuff's in the box? Yeah. So.
Usually she gives 2 options, like a knitting and a crocheting pattern. Does she do that for that one?
Maybe. Hold on. No. No, knitting is.
Okay. Sometimes she has done that in the past.
I mean, I'll look though, because I have the pattern in there too. Okay, so first off, there's goat's milk honey soap. There's little bees on there. In case you're wondering why I'm buzzing at her. Then there's an honorary Gilmore Girl enamel pen. Then
you can't tell she's excited at all, can you?
I was very excited. There's a little baggie. And there's an actual button. And then there's wood stitch markers. There's I Smell Snow, Oi with the Poodles, Dragonfly Inn, Luke's. So there's like a bunch of them. And most of them I don't have. Yeah. Where you lead, I will follow, and it's the whole coffee cup. Look at how cute that is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, guys, look at that. I made my husband look at this when it came, because wasn't nobody else here. I do that sometimes. I make him look at my stuff. When I used to get home from Midwest Stitches or yarn kind of stuff, I always made him look at what I bought.
Yeah.
There was a pre-order offer for their next box. Okay, this was really cool. Recipe cards. From the kitchen of Sookie St. James. It has a recipe that was featured in that season and episode. Like, it even says, like, the puffs here were on season 1, episode 5, called Cinnamon's Wake.
Oh,
and it's
cool.
the actual recipe. So there's, like, recipes from the actual that they, you know, had the stuff on the show.
Oh, cool.
So that was really neat. And then there was a Luke's tea towel.
Is some of this stuff going to get framed? Are you going to even use it?
We'll see. All right, this is the pattern. It's a cowl. Looks like it'll be like a double wrap, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For sure. Okay, is it? There we go. Oh, I like this one. This ought to be really, Kitchener. Yeah, Kitchener. This one ought to be really simple. There's like 4 abbreviations is all. So, whoop, looks like that. Okay, and then the yarn to make the cowl. So I'm all in coffee, monkey underpants. Okay, yeah. Look how pretty, guys. So this is probably going to be another, once I finish the other shawl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but this is a cowl. So I could actually put this on wheels right away because it's not a shawl.
Mm.
You can have a shawl and a cowl. Right?
The only thing that would make that better for you is if it wasn't sparkle. Because she has the best
She has
sparkle.
the most beautiful sparkle. Now, I am kicking myself.
Because?
I didn't get the cross-stitch kit.
Oh.
They had a Gilmore Girls cross-stitch kit. And the reason why I didn't pull the trigger on it like I thought about it, and I think I might have at one point had it in my cart, and I didn't, was because my whole past history with mysteries.
Yeah.
But I should have known, with it being Forbidden Fiber Co., that I was going to like it.
Yeah, and the first time we saw them is when three of us with Alisha just 2 years ago, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
She had finally come to Midwest.
Yes. Yep.
And you've knit your...
Yes. And I've ordered more and knit more.
Yeah. The sparkle is really...
Yeah.
And I have yet to pull the trigger on mine, but I've been hemming and hawing, but I really need to.
So yes, this was a well put together box.
It
felt.
It is.
For sure.
It was one of my the first year that I actually got advent calendars a couple years ago, and I just purchased her 12-day, and it was, you think 12 days. Oh, they were all in separate velvet bags, and there were enamel pins, and it was all done really nice, and it all faded, and I still haven't done anything with that too, because it's got to be a special.
There's coffee grounds in here.
So that's not going to be anything you're going to be allergic to?
Yeah, it probably will be. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you wanted it. There's a whole little explanation thing, like why I smell snow and why it talks about the episode and everything. So yeah, it was.
Coffee grounds and honey. It doesn't sound like they actually.
It was very well put together.
Have sense with it.
But you know me, I always try to be careful.
Yeah, I know. There would be a risk involved, so yeah.
Okay, so... Okay, there's that. What happened? Oh, there it is. What happened to my bag? Don't judge me.
I'm not going to judge you.
Don't judge me.
Mine was quite a bit last time.
Had to order from Rachel, Night Owl Fibers.
Mm-hmm.
This one was Sookie St. James. I did not order this month's because it wasn't one that I had to have and really related to as much. So
that is nice that Rachel's clubs are up like a month prior to the 15th of each month is when they end, and so you get she actually displays it, so she either knits them or she wraps them so you see the color sequence, and then if you watch their podcast, Night Owl Fibers podcast with her and her mom Brenda, that they usually have it on there and they talk about it, so you see it first versus
just not knowing,
getting something blindly.
Yeah. Okay, and then I have the Valentine advent calendar from Lollipop Girl. Yep. So there's a bag that comes with it. Little flamingo sockies. And then because Laura just probably thinks she's so humorous.
She said that for me.
I'll keep the Twix, thank you. Won't make me hack up a hairball. Oh, there's a pencil. And some little suckers and chocolates and whatnot. Alrighty. Oh, there was the decal, vinyl, whatever. You know what I meant. Mm-hmm. I'll put that there. Okay, I have these all out of order, so I will just show them.
So how many were there with this? Is this already... You've already opened them all?
Yeah, because this was Valentine's. It was the 1st through the 14th.
1st through the 14th. So.
Okay, so this one is Ian and Tula, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay.
I have no idea, because never seen it.
You've never seen that?
No.
Okay. There's going to be a lot she probably hasn't seen.
Yeah, exactly. Landon and Jamie, A Walk to Remember. Yes, I've seen that 100 times because Alisha had to watch it, I swear, once a week. And to this day, even though she's seen it 101 times, she still bawls like a baby. Her and her friend used to watch it in my car because I had the DVD player in there. And I'd be driving and they are back there sobbing. Really? Okay, moving on. Luke and Lorelai. I know them. Gilmore Girls.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but the browns with the pinks, I really like that combination. Again, that's another one that's nice.
Buffy and Angel. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
That I've seen thanks to Megana. Over Christmas time, she started watching it again.
Everybody has seen this one. Kevin and Winnie. Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm.
Separate it. Anna and Christian, 50 Shades of Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, saw that. Read that. I love this one.
Yeah, with all those blues.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got pops of the other colors, too. Deacon Arena, Nashville. Nope. No clue.
Know what it is, never watched it.
This one's really pretty, too. Ellie and Carl, Up.
Mm. Yeah.
That one's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Corey and Topanga, Boy Meets World. That one's really pretty. Ooh, my shoulder just popped. Vivian and Edward, Pretty Woman. Everybody knows that one.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, Pride and Prejudice. Not got a clue. Forrest and Jenny, Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
Never watched it.
You know, I've probably seen that whole show in snippets, but I've never ever sat down and actually watched.
I couldn't make
the
it through
whole
it.
show.
Penny and Leonard, The Big Bang Theory. No idea. Like, I know the show, I don't watch it though, so I couldn't tell you who's
Chuck
who.
was a big fan, so watched.
So yes, that was her Advent. It was fun. All sorts of stuff everywhere. Okay.
You're just like a hot mess here.
And I'm not done yet. All right, then
That is okay.
I
Really
Okay,
curious
nosy
what the heck it is.
Rosie.
Really curious.
I forgot to mention last time that I got this really sweet card from my dear friend for Valentine's in the mail. Look how cute that is.
I got something for my recliner.
Yeah, Brittany, where's my candy? She got candy for the recliner. No, just playing.
No,
I thought it was really sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So it was really cute.
Chuck was really a little worried. He's like, should I be concerned? I'm like, it came from my recliner. He's like, you guys are weird.
Then I got a Christmas present. Yes, I'm still receiving Christmas presents. I have some more that are being mailed out tomorrow. It's all year long for me, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this part first.
Cow.
All right, so she sent me some 3 by the Sea Progress Keepers, and they are like the cutest.
Those are really different.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to hold them nice so you guys. Okay, there we go. Bacon, eggs, coffee. Aren't those cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was really, really cute.
Who sent this to you?
I didn't ask
Just-
her if I could tell or
Just
not.
a friend.
If you didn't understand, I'll
Okay.
tell you afterwards.
Gotcha.
And then she
That's
sent me some Knitter's Pride Nova Cubics.
Oh, she's
DPNs.
watching.
So excited to try these, yes. So I will be giving those a whirl. I'm sure I'll like them. I mean, I like the other square needles. So, And then she knows I like my carbons. So she sent me a set of carbons.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then really lovely card. But that wasn't all. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I got a special, I'll call it my special advent. This is yarn in each one.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out, is that thread or what?
There's minis. There's yarn in every one of those, and it's on a magnetic board.
That is really neat.
I don't know how she thought of it. I was amazed. Like, I opened this, and I'm like...
I would be too.
This is the coolest thing ever. She did send with it, I guess, like, people use these for, like, their spices and whatnot.
Okay.
Because there's little, like, spice things that you can put on there. And then, like, some, sticky things. Okay. I have a plan.
Oh, really?
This girl got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's my plan, guys. So these are magnetic.
Okay.
So nice.
Yeah.
Brett is going to drill a hole in each side here.
Uh-huh.
And hang it up on my wall over here. And once the yarn is used, I'm going to put in all my, like in one will be like all my sheep charms for making progress keepers, my lever backs, so it's going to be a whole center for making the progress keepers that I send out on the business cards for the shop.
Uh-huh.
And it'll be all contained in one little thing.
Wow, that's awesome. From one DIY to another.
So I am so excited about this because right now, like, I have it like, okay, well, in this little thing, I've got these, and then I got these, and then I got these, where it will just be all in one spot.
Very cool.
So I'm so excited about this. Yeah, so this was like, I got the box, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
We just unwrapped, or I just unwrapped the thing so you can actually see the yarn better now. And they are really pretty, too.
Well, it's kind of like, do you want to do this, and this? Or do you want to do this, this?
Right?
I mean, you can, like color palette. Wow.
She blew me away. Literally blew me away. This might be fun to do like a, like either like a scrappy cowl or a shawl or, you know, something like that with even. Yeah. Not
Very
being used
cool.
for spices, though. Definitely being used in the craft room. I'm quite excited about it. When I was like, oh, I wish I could hang that on my wall. And Brett was like, well, I'll just drill 2 holes in there. And I'm like, yes. Because, like, I was already like, oh, that would be so awesome for having, you know, like, different things in. And, yeah. So, love it.
That is really neat.
And then what was really funny was right after I got this, I saw one of the boards like this somewhere.
Did you?
Yeah, and I'm like, how funny, you know, I'd never seen one before, and then it was like, wham, oh, look, there's another one. So, yeah, that was really, really cool. So, I was quite excited. And even more so now that I can get it up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's finally everything. Sorry, guys. I know. I mean, I didn't buy that much. So, bacon. That bacon just cracked me up.
I have never heard of that, stitch.
3 by the Sea? Oh.
Yeah.
Needles.
Yep.
I had somebody, let's say Arity, I think for Christmas, the one year sent me something from them.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe. Thinking it might have been her. I don't know. Yeah, so. Alrighty. Watching anything new?
Actually, yes, I got addicted to Grimm. And it was funny because I was watching it the other day. My husband was home.
Oh, boy.
I think just
Is he dragged
yesterday.
in now?
Well, no. He doesn't get as excited about... He's not one to sit down and, like, binge watch. Well...
I was going to say,
anything that I would
want us to,
necessarily, like, you know, like he there's been a few rare times where he's gotten involved in stuff and he's like, what is this? Some kind of supernatural? And I really didn't think of it. I said, well, yeah, kind of. I said, but it's more a detective show than anything. So he like got in the middle of one of the shows and the guy's face was like all messed up because he ate something he shouldn't have. And he's like, what's going on? I'm like, then I'm explaining this one did this.
No, you're better than me. I wouldn't be explaining.
He watched the, rest. He didn't complain about it, but I know.
First off, I would have done the pause and then. You know how I am.
Yeah. And then I've been watching a bunch of movies, just movies that I've seen before. So just wherever the mood takes me. Where are you up to? And you're
I'm on season 3 of Blind Spot. I had a blank spot, guys. Of something. I'm watching something. I know I am.
like we finished the podcast like we started the podcast.
Yeah. Season 3. So it's good. Lots of twists and turns.
How many seasons are in that? 4 or 5?
5?
5?
5 maybe? 5 rings a bell. I got a little closer to watching True Bloods. I now have the DVD in the Xbox.
I saw that it was like the box was sitting actually on the coffee table.
We've been having issues. We had issues with the TV, and it was so bad the other night. Like I couldn't watch anything. Like I watched everything on my DVR, so there was nothing there. We didn't have any. Like the TV wasn't hooking to the internet, so you couldn't stream anything. So my answer was, well, I'll put a disc in. Well, not thinking that I hadn't used the Xbox to watch anything previously, so it would have had to gone through some stuff. It couldn't. I had to watch live TV, guys. It was awful.
With commercials and everything.
Yes!
You poor thing.
Right? Like...
I cannot imagine.
No! I was like, this is awful. Well, then you know what? Laura tells me, well, this is why you should have your iPad charged. I said, girl, my iPad is charged. I'm not watching TV on an iPad going to this little thing from this ginormous thing that did this.
You'd get a headache.
Yeah.
And plus you wouldn't,
who does that?
It wouldn't work.
I know a lot of people actually do that. I shouldn't say that. I personally cannot do that. I'm used to being leaned back in my recliner with the big TV right in front of me.
I use my iPad to stream YouTube videos.
I was going to say, I'll watch a podcast or two, like when he's...
Like a podcast.
When he's sleeping, when I get home from work, I'll put my headphones in and watch a podcast. But I'm not going to sit there all day.
While I'm working. Like, I'm not, I don't.
You're not going to sit there all day and have that be like your main...
Yeah. Like on a weekend or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure somebody does, and I'm sorry. But, yeah, it wouldn't be my cup of tea.
Well, and then the preface is your huge TV.
Yeah. I like my big TV.
And our recliners.
Yeah. It was awful. There were commercials. And the same commercials every time.
Yep. That's how real TV works.
How do people do that? That's awful.
You can't fast forward.
I know, right? Well, you can pause it, though.
Yes, you can pause.
I did that a couple times, went and did some other stuff. That way then I could fast forward a little bit.
I can see you doing that.
Well, you know.
Desperate times.
Yeah, it was awful.
That's funny.
No, it's not.
I think it really is.
Well, okay, you want to know what the funny part was? Okay, I'll admit to not being able to work anything in my own home. I'll fully admit it. So,
That's what
I find out that that nothing was working, and he was at work. So I was like, "Yep, still not working." Then I'm like, "Well," and I'm texting him. I'm like, "I guess I'll put I was thinking about putting a movie in, but not really sure how to get that up. I'm like, I think I know where to put it in the slot, but not sure how to, you know. So I put it in there, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to get to it. So then he's trying to tell me how to get to it, you know, via text. And I go through all of that and finally find, you know, where it says Blu-ray player, and then it doesn't stinking work. Really? Yeah, I know.
You poor thing.
I know, right? You keep it laughing, but, you know, that's what plays your YouTube out there too, honey. I think it's fun and games until it goes down, don't you?
Yeah.
Then you'll be going, Brad. So, yeah. All's well now, though, so.
That's good.
It was awful.
Yeah. I really like that Grimm show. It's a neat combination of about the fairy tales themselves and the actual detective struggling with his situation, which is kind of funny. Different.
I watched Legacy, this week's Legacy, and I saw that they're getting renewed for another season.
Cool.
Still no Lucifer, if anybody's wondering. Not really sure when Virgin River's next season's coming out either, you know. If anybody's wondering, I don't know.
So did you like that Virgin Rivers?
It's okay.
I'm on a fence on whether or not to watch that or not.
It's more of a...
drama?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, okay, compared to like the supernatural stuff or whatever, I would call it Hallmark.
Okay.
Okay? That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
All right.
I get that when I go to my mom's. I love her to death. Love her to death.
Not cheesy, like you know what's going to happen.
Okay, so
Hallmark.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more on that. Yeah.
It's mellow, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
My mom asked me every time, you watch this at home? Nope. I only watch this channel when I'm here. You don't even make me watch that.
I was
very mystery Hallmark shows.
Oh, no, I'll tell you what. I don't have the mystery ones, but there was, I caught them on something else, and they were a mystery Hallmark. They had, it was a murder mystery series, and it had Allison Sweeney.
Yeah.
From Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Those were good.
Okay.
I will tell you that.
Yeah. They're never on when I go over there.
I do like a Hallmark movie, and I usually watch all Christmas long. I record all the new ones, and you know, I have a little app to keep track of them, and I'm so excited. I was disappointed this year. They were crud.
Yeah.
They really were.
You think they got to the end of their,
What the heck was that?
Well, just your...
Oh. Well, I even, because, you know, we have a big thing when Wendy and I both watch them. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we compare notes the next day. Hey, did you watch this? No, I watched one from the night before. Oh, I was disappointed. She did not enjoy them this year neither.
Oh, okay. So it was
They were very weak.
Yeah.
Very, just nothing new.
New actors or actresses, or just the story plots themselves were just kind of lame?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes for a bad mix.
Yeah. I had a couple that I deleted.
Wow. That's saying a lot.
Yeah. So, not good Hallmark. Just saying. And Brett always gets a kick out of it because I can't stand Christmas carols, but I love me a good Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yeah, see, I can't handle the Christmas Carol thing either.
When,
My family is all, you know, we're all musical and everything, but part of it's got to do, and I've said this before, I play in a concert band usually. So when you're practicing the darn songs from October until December, until you have your concert, by the time Christmas comes around, you're tired of them.
Well, and see, what stores don't realize, they play Christmas music because they think it puts you in the mood.
Well,
and gets you to buy more. No, it gets me to walk out the door.
Yeah, you have to listen to it all day at work.
No, now my work's pretty good.
Yeah.
They'll play like one Christmas Carol, and then there'll be like 5 or 6 normal songs. And then one Christmas Carol, and then 5. And I don't know what's going on over there. I'll tell you what. They were playing Cinderella the other day. I heard Kid Rock. I'm like, what is? Because normally it's like music I've never heard of, and I'm like, what is this? And there's Wendy, and I'm like. As I'm walking through Aquatics, I'm like, this is Cinderella. Then it was like 2 songs later, they played Bon Jovi, Bad Medicine. I'm like, what is wrong? I'm like, Kid Rock just cursed. Like, I don't know who does our programming, but something's going on.
The last person might have.
I'm guessing they might be gone soon. Yeah,
slip that one through the underneath the radar there.
It's been interesting lately,
wow,
to say the least. Yeah.
So how did your fish adventure go? I think the last time we were here, it was pretty darn too cold, and then it was supposed to really snow again. So did you end up with like a slam, the fish selling department? I thought of you when it was snowing.
What's funny too is today was warm, but it was raining.
Okay.
And soggy.
So that's another reason.
So guess whose department was busy?
That makes no sense.
Bad weather brings out the fish buyers. I think Laura's singing to me via text now.
Just to see if we're still podcasting?
I think so, yeah. I see. Let's see. Oh, let's see. This is the song that doesn't end. It goes on and on, my friend. Some people start to say, okay, Laura, you got issues. Complete issues.
Oh, she's gonna love this at the end.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah.
And it's ironic that we were just talking about songs.
She's singing me a song.
Yeah.
Via text. And that had taken her quite a while to type out. Oh my gosh, 5 messages from her. It looks like it's pretty long. I'm just using voice to text just to annoy you. Enjoy podcasting. Okay. She's not typing it out. I was like, wow. And a picture.
She can obviously use her technology.
Yeah. I mean, I figured out where the disc went in.
That's pretty good.
All right. I mean, back in the day, you put the disc in and it just started playing. True story. There wasn't switch this, switch that, go over to this, do that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and every time I get used to how something works in the house, it gets changed.
Because you find something new.
Yeah.
Might never change. Well,
new, better, you know. Well, case in point. How many popcorn makers has he gone through this week?
I don't know, but I guess I get to try a couple of them when we're done here. Or one of them. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Gotta find the best.
He's doing it for me.
And I said that the other day. I said, well, we can't complain because the popcorn's for us.
Yeah.
The man, we thought he was happy with what he had. Mm-hmm. You know, Karen's here. When he's not here, she gets a bag of microwave popcorn thrown in the microwave. Okay, there ain't nothing fancy coming for me.
It really sounds like I'm picky, and I'm not.
I give her the bag and a bowl. Okay, my husband pops popcorn. No, I'm not talking microwave popcorn. We're talking, you know, kernels, and mixes it with butter and white cheddar and puts it in a bowl for her and
puts my napkin out for me.
Yeah. So
sometimes he, you know, like if the supplies aren't there, he's like, "Are you okay with I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah.
it because that's usually
you
what I get.
okay with microwave, popcorn? Like
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
bad
fine.
thing, you know.
In that case, I get it poured out in the bowl for me.
Yeah, he pours it out in the bowl for her. Not me. I'm like, here's your bag, here's your bowl. I told her.
I get treated special here, which
I yelled
is
at you
nice.
last week, remember?
What was it?
I'm like, just shut up. I'll get your chocolate in a minute.
Like, wow.
Next time I get up, quit looking at me.
Hey.
Alrighty. He doesn't yell at her like that. I had to just to give her a hard time. It's just all in fun. So, yeah, I think we should probably head out so we can get said popcorn.
Yep.
All
It's
right.
that time.
So as always, if you have not, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, comments.
And I hope you come back again.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
We did. I mean, but we jabber.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. We usually tend to keep most of it towards the end. So, join the Mid-Along in the Ravelry group. There will be prizes for the FO thread and in the chatter thread.
Yep.
Join the Facebook group. Check out the Etsy store, Knit for Brains Designs. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.